Hear that? That's time ticking away, waiting for you to stop fucking around. Now, it's just a blinker, but you know, you're here now. So my last video, what I talked about was chasing external things that we think are going to make us feel whole. Okay, it's not the way. So if you saw my last video, I talked about my journey through male stripping, through life, chasing women, drugs, alcohol, sex, blah blah blah, right? Then I got past that. Now a lot of people can relate, and you see a lot of people out there doing this too. So you stop chasing the drugs, the sex, the alcohol, maybe the validation to some extent, but then you end up chasing things that are apparently positive, right? So for me, as an example, I started chasing different kind of experiences. So when I stopped chasing women all the time and stopped looking at pornography and busting my nuts every 5 minutes, I started doing semen retention, right? And with semen retention, so yeah, your energy builds up, right? That has to be transmuted into something. So I was training, doing breath work, and along the path, the more I held, the more aware I became of synchronicities in my life. So certain, you know, videos on YouTube or certain books would be presented to me, or just certain thoughts or certain dreams or certain little circumstances or ideas I'd be having. I was led down like a spiritual path. So the first kind of things that I was led to was like, you know, literature and, you know, ancient texts. So I wasn't chasing drugs, women, alcohol, sex anymore, but then what I was chasing was knowledge. And yes, it is important to learn this knowledge, but again, it was just another chase. It was just looking on the outside of myself again to fulfill me. So I picked up all these ancient texts, like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, pick those up. And, you know, I'll go into this sort of stuff later, but Thoth is just thought. It's just thought. It's just thought transmission. I was getting thoughts from a higher source because I was channeled in, because I wasn't wasting my energy, right? So also other, you know, ancient scriptures, like I'm reading Gospels in the Bible that were taken out. Then I'm reading, just everything, the Gnostic text, Kabbalah. I had a thirst for knowledge, and again, it was a chase. And a lot of people out there, they might have given up all the shit, the drugs, the alcohol, the whatever, but now they're constantly chasing more and more knowledge and reading books and learning about, this idol and this god and this, this prophet. Just because you've learnt the knowledge and you've read it doesn't mean you understand it. Doesn't mean you know it, right? So you start on this journey of chasing even more. So that's knowledge in one. Then from there, with breath work and the semen retention, I started doing a lot of, kind of Kundalini breath work, you could call it. Kundalini gets a bad rap, but just breath work that was, taking the energy from my balls up into my brain and giving me experiences that were otherworldly, close to DMT or mushroom experiences, right? Then I started chasing that all the time. So the first time I had, a breathwork experience just in nature, it was like a trip. It just hit me like a ton of bricks, like breathing the air up to my brain, feeling like absolute bliss, feeling emotions that aren't on the emotional scale, seeing visions and a kaleidoscope of colors behind my eyes. And even if my eyes were open, while my eyes were open, seeing versions of me, seeing different colored types of beings and colors, and and the feeling as well as the visuals is something that goes beyond any drug. So then I'm like, well, I'm off the coke, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking weed, this is my own supply. I'm getting high on my own supply. And then that became a chase. And then if I didn't feel that experience the next time, I'd get dirty on myself and go, oh, I need to chase that more, you know? So I'm chasing these experiences. Then even further than that, I started getting into practices of Tantra. So not only with myself, like self stimulation, if you know what I'm saying, but without busting nuts, then taking my orgasm, instead of it coming out of the end of my morts and just releasing it and wasting it, I take it up my spine. You know, you can actually take it to the organs, heal your organs, take it up to your brain, and you will have an orgasm in your brain that is unbelievable. It's 1,000 times more than just a 5-second that you get normally, right? It can last for 24 hours, 48 hours. It's a crazy experience. So then bang, there I am, chasing that, trying to do that all the time. Then I'm meeting other certain women, you know, a few different women that I've experienced it with as well. And then I'm trying to chase it there too. So I'm trying to find women that are, I guess, open to it. Firstly, you got to approach it, you know, in a different kind of way. Because when you're telling a woman, oh, I'm not going to bust, I'm not going to orgasm, they find it weird, and then they might take it upon themselves like, oh, he doesn't want to orgasm with me. It's a whole mind fuck, but that's a whole other video. So then I had these experiences, and I'm chasing this with different types of women. And then I'm like, you know, I'm showing them something new, so they're getting a good experience, so that's good as well. But again, I'm on the chase. So I'm chasing this knowledge. I'm chasing idols, right? So I'm chasing like, okay, so I'm reading the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. So Thoth, is he the deity that I should pray to? Is he the one that I should follow? And then I'm reading Gnostic texts, and it's got the Tree of Life, and it's got, you know, all the 10 Sephiroth, and you must start at the bottom and work your way up, and, you know, you pray to this part of you, which is essentially a planet or energy signature, represented by a god, you know, a Roman god or a Greek god. But the Romans stole all that. The Greeks took it from the Romans. That's all shit. But again, that's another video. So I started to say, okay, so who do I pray to? You know, who is the true messenger? Who's the prophet? Who are the real gods? But it was all just shit that was, again, outside of me. The gods live within me. All the planets or the energy signatures live within me. That's the chakra system or the seal system. We all have 7 within our bodies, and we have also more outside our bodies. So what I realized was all the lords and all the gods and all the sun, the moon, the stars, the elements, it was all within me. I'm the elements. I'm the earth. I'm the water. I'm the air. And I'm the fire. And I'm the source that pulls it all together. You know, I am all the planets, and they line up within me. Just like the Dragon Balls are 7, just like the 7 planets. But I don't believe there's planets out far in a galaxy. I actually think they're a lot closer than you think, and they're just other craters of similar to Earth. But again, another video, and I'll bring that to you. So I was chasing. I thought, I'm off the drugs. I'm chasing the right things, right? But I was still chasing things that were outside of me, looking for answers. It wasn't until I looked within, stopped chasing, and realized that I am the source. I am all there is. I am the beginning. I am the end. I don't need any Lord to pray to or any deity to speak to. I just need to speak to myself, my true self, which is an eternal soul that has been here forever, will always be here, that stands here with my ancestors, stand with me right here, right now. Even though they are gone, they stand with me. And nothing can move me from this point. Nothing on the outside of me can make me feel better or make me feel worse apart from me. And that's what it is. It's all on you to go within and find your true self, which is the eternal soul that can't be killed and can't be named, right? Your ego that is running the show. So a lot of people that get into spirituality and all of a sudden start following this and following that and say, oh, I'm a star seed and I'm special and I'm part of the 144,000 people that are going to ascend when Jesus comes back and all this shit. That's your ego grabbing onto that and using it as an identity to make you feel superior to others. That is not spiritual. That is not, helping others. Again, that's just putting you on a pedestal and saying, I'm a star seed, everyone else is low. Oh, you'll figure it out when you get there. Yeah, that is true in a way, but it doesn't make you special. I'm not special. No one's special. But you need to find what your true self is, and that's an eternal soul. Your ego wants to tell you, get a hold of it and be this and be that and be more powerful and get more validation and all this sort of shit. But your ego is like a little child that doesn't understand things. And your eternal soul is like the adult. Once you find your eternal soul, the adult, you can grab your ego and say, it's okay, ego, I got you now. Just relax, sit in the back seat, and I got this from now. But a lot of us are letting their ego sit in the front, you sit in the back, and it's driving you wherever. Again, the wolf that needs to survive, the untamed animal, the primal urge that we all have. If you don't tame it, it's going to control you. So that's why I say awaken the wolf. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. This is part 2 of the last one. If you didn't see the last one, it's Not Enough or Keep Chasing. I can't actually remember the title, but have a look at that. That's the start. And this is the other part. You might drop off the things that you think are negative and move into something positive, but your ego will grab that and keep going and chasing and chasing and chasing. And this is first-hand experience. I didn't read this in a book. I didn't see it in a movie or, read it from some other guy that had it worked out. I had to work it out myself. So if you found this valuable, like and subscribe. And if you feel like this is going to help someone that's a star seed or thinks they're on top of shit, then send it to them because they need a bit of a wake-up call. They need to awaken the wolf. And I'll see you on the next one.